In this video, I'll teach you how to stop scrolling like a fucking retard. Alright? Because that's what you are right now. You're a fucking retard. Alright? Listen, I know you've clicked on this video and you already feeling the urge to click on another video because maybe you see on the suggested videos how to make $100 million in like 5 minutes working 5 minutes a day. And then you're like, your fried brain goes, oh my god, I need to watch this right now. And then you click on the video and then another suggested video appears and you see some shit like, I don't know, clavicular got frame mocked by ASU frat leader, and you're a fucking retard. You go like, oh my god, I need to watch this. This is great news for the fucking unemployed. And you click on that fucking video and yeah, you keep doing this shit like a fucking retard, as I said. And by the way, I'm ashamed that I know all this shit about clavicular frame mocked lux maxer or whatever, but it's constantly on my fucking feed. And as much as I try to avoid scrolling, sometimes I do fall for the trap as well. But I learned how to minimize the time that I spend on social media. And this shit is constantly on your feed as well. That's why it's so hard to fucking stop scrolling. And with the progress and the advancement, let's say, of short form content and AI, I really do believe that people are getting more and more retarded by the day. Because think about it, the average person spends about 3 hours a day scrolling on TikTok, on social media, or IG, or whatever. And if you do the math, 3 hours a day for, let's assume you're gonna live 80 years, 3 hours a day for the rest of your fucking life. That's like 10 fucking years that you spent scrolling on social media, watching useless, meaningless shit like clavicular getting frame mocked by ASU frat leader. That's 10 fucking years of your life. I don't think you heard me. Like, I want you to actually think about this shit. 10 fucking years of your fucking life gone. 10 fucking years of doing this. Scrolling like a fucking retard. And that's time that you'll never get back. And that's the fucking average. For some people, it's even higher than that. Some people spend 5 to 6 to 7 hours a day watching fucking stupid shit on social media, scrolling like retards. I want to know, how does that make you feel? How does it feel to know that you spent 10 years of your life doing this? That's 10 years that you could have used to do something like anything else. You could have used to go fucking outside and enjoy nature. You could have used to take care of your fucking health and go to the gym and build the body of your dreams. That you could have used to build a business, like not necessarily, like you don't have to build a business, but you could use that time to build a business and get rich and actually live your life instead of watching other people do the shit that you would like to do. Or you could have used the time to, you know, spend time with your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whatever, your friends, go outside and enjoy life. How do you feel knowing that you could have used all that time, but you wasted it and you're never gonna get it back? Because if I think about it, first of all, it pisses me off and it scares me a little bit because it's 10 years, bro. 10 years. That's a lot of fucking time. But getting back to my point that people are getting more and more retarded in 2026. I think people, yeah, they're spending a lot of time, first of all, on social media, so scrolling and consuming, doom scrolling, consuming all this, you know, all this bullshit that's frying their brains. And now we also have AI, which is another problem because now people are using AI to think for them. People don't even want to make the effort of thinking anymore in 2026. Like, people use AI to think for them. Their brains is completely shut down. Like, if you're an ambitious person and you want to achieve something good in 2026, like, you basically have no competition. Like, the only, like, if you think about it, you have no competition because people don't even think anymore. People just use AI to think for them. If you use your brain and you actually think and you actually make a genuine effort and you give 100% and you stay consistent and you don't quit, becoming successful is not that hard. Like, the bar is super fucking low in 2026. And I think it's gonna get lower and lower. But right now, your brain is completely fried and you only get dopamine by doing activities that give you instant gratification. So it's very hard for you to stay disciplined and stay consistent. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can rewire your brain so that you can enjoy discipline and be consistent so that you can actually achieve anything that you want out of life instead of watching other people live the life of your dreams. And the first thing you need to understand is how dopamine works. So you probably think that dopamine is the reward chemical and you think that it spikes as soon as you do something that gives you instant gratification. But dopamine is actually not the reward chemical, but it's the wanting chemical. It spikes before you get the reward and it makes you want to do something that you like, but it doesn't directly produce pleasure. This is why it's so hard to fucking stop scrolling, because every time you swipe, it creates anticipation that you might get that reward. So your brain keeps going. Why am I saying this? Why am I explaining this to you? Like, I don't want to be, it's not because I want to be a science nerd. It's not because I want to be a science teacher, but because it's important to understand that all these apps, all these social media platforms that we use every day have been designed by the best minds in the world to keep you on these apps, to keep you fucking scrolling, to make you addicted. The best engineers, the best companies in the world have spent millions, if not billions of dollars to design these algorithms to make you want to keep using these apps. So the longer you stay on the app, the longer you watch ads and the more money they make. So the best minds in the world have designed it perfectly and it works and people are addicted to these platforms. And the reason why I'm saying this is to tell you that if you're addicted to the social media platforms, it's not entirely your fault. It's not because you don't have willpower. I mean, maybe you don't have willpower and maybe you are a fucking retard loser, but it's also because the best minds in the world have designed these apps to keep you addicted, to make you addicted. So it's not entirely your fault. So the pressure is off for you in some sense. And we're all guilty of doom scrolling sometimes. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect and I never do it, because we all do it sometimes. But I do my best to keep it to a minimum. And if I use social media, I try to use it intentionally. And what do I mean when I say intentionally? Like, honestly, the only social media that I really use is YouTube. And whenever I go on YouTube, I only try to watch educational content. So I have a few YouTubers that I like and they make educational content. And whenever I go on YouTube, I watch these YouTubers that I like. So I'm not actually wasting time. I'm not actually doom scrolling. I'm not actually, frying my brain, but I'm using that time productively, even though it's kind of relaxing and entertainment a little bit, but it's still productive because I'm watching useful content that teaches me something and that I can use in my own life and in my own business so that I can improve my life. And also, when I go on YouTube, for example, I have this Chrome extension that allows me to hide all the suggested videos, all the notifications on top, and all the comments and the description. You can turn off everything and you can only watch the video. And these are great extensions, honestly, because it really helps me just focus on the video that I want to watch. Because, when you're on YouTube and you see all the suggested videos, you're always a little bit tempted to watch another video because you see something that you might like. So it's good to turn off the suggested videos and the comments so you don't get distracted. And if you want to use this extension, by the way, this is not a sponsor. This is actually something that I genuinely use. I think it's called Unhook. Let me see. Yeah, Unhook. And you can use it and it's very helpful, I think, if you want to watch videos on YouTube, if you want to stay focused. So this is my first piece of advice that I can give you, is to try to use social media intentionally. So if you like scrolling, try to follow only people that can actually give you some value, that can actually teach you something. Don't just scroll to watch half naked girls on Instagram or useless shit like brain rot or these fucking streamers that honestly just don't do shit and just waste your time with useless stuff. Try to watch content intentionally and try to watch useful stuff. I'm not saying that you should never enjoy social media, but let's be reasonable. Like, you can enjoy social media a little bit, but you can also use it intentionally to learn stuff. And you can try to use the best social media platforms. Like, I think YouTube is the best one if you want to learn. And I try to use only YouTube and I don't really use Instagram or TikTok. Like TikTok, I don't even have it on my phone, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. Maybe I have the app, but I I haven't opened TikTok in like, I don't know, 6 months, a year. I don't use it. I mainly use YouTube. But yeah, this is the advice that I'm trying to give you. Try to use social media intentionally first. So unfollow all the useless pages that you follow, all the girls that you follow that only distract you, and try to follow people that you actually admire and that you aspire to be like them. So yeah, use social media intentionally. Now, another thing that has helped me tremendously reduce my screen time is not using my phone for the first few hours of the day. And I think this might be the best tip that I can give you because it genuinely works. So I noticed that if I spend doing something productive the first few hours of the day instead of doom scrolling, my productivity for the rest of the day skyrockets. Like I get a lot more stuff done during the day. And I'm much less inclined to use social media to doom scroll. And I think that what you do for the first hour of the day really sets the tone for the rest of the day. If you haven't been doing this, I highly suggest that you try, and tomorrow you wake up, don't use your phone for the first 2 hours of the day, and try to do something productive. Like that could be anything. That could be going for a walk, that could be reading a book or meditating, whatever. Try to do something productive for the first hour or 2 hours of the day. And I promise you that the rest of the day, you don't even want to use your phone. You'll be like, I want to do something else. Like I'm feeling productive, and you'll use the rest of your time in a more productive way. And at the end of the day, you'll be much more satisfied with your life. And that's very important, satisfaction. And you should be chasing satisfaction instead of pleasure. And those are two very different things. So let me tell you the difference between satisfaction and pleasure. Pleasure usually comes from doing activities that give you instant gratification and that are usually bad for you. So activities like doom scrolling, like watching porn, like playing video games, etc. This kind of stuff. And these are all activities that give you pleasure and not satisfaction because they feel good in the moment. But then after you've done doing this stuff, you usually feel bad. You usually feel empty or meaningless. Like you usually feel like you've wasted your time. You look back and you ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? These are things that after you've done them, they make you feel kind of guilty and ashamed. And the perfect example is masturbation. Like masturbation feels good in the moment, right? But once you're done, what does it leave you? How do you feel? You probably feel like a fucking loser, if I'm being honest. Like you feel empty, you look at yourself, you're a mess, you have to clean yourself, you're ashamed, you're like, man, what the fuck is this? What am I doing? All of this for what? Like 5 seconds of pleasure? Is that really worth it? Not considering all the time that you spent looking for the perfect video because now your brain is completely fried and from porn and OnlyFans and all this shit that you need to spend 45 minutes to find the perfect video that will get your dick hard. So pleasure is instant gratification. It's choosing to do the easy, fun thing in the moment, knowing that you will not get nothing out of value from it in the future, but it just feels good in the moment. And it might be even bad for your health, like, for example, doing drugs. And most people seek pleasure, but you should seek satisfaction. And satisfaction doesn't come instantly, it comes later, and it's delayed gratification. You choose to do the hard thing now because it will make you feel good later. You choose not to eat the junk food, not to overeat because then you'll feel guilty and then you will get to your goal of getting in shape, for example. You choose not to masturbate because you know that you'll be ashamed of yourself later. So you need to optimize your life for satisfaction and not pleasure. When you doom scroll, eat junk food, masturbate, and you're not productive, you go to bed feeling like shit because it felt good in the moment. It felt good while you were doing it, but then it just leaves you empty and meaningless. But when you do the hard things and you delay gratification, when you go to the gym and work on your business and do what you're supposed to do, it feels hard in the moment, but then you feel good later. You feel satisfied. You feel proud of yourself. And that feeling is more rewarding than anything else. Knowing that you're not wasting years of your life in front of a screen watching useless shit, but you're actually using that time to build something that's gonna last for the entire, for the rest of your life, and that's gonna actually make you happy in the future. So stop wasting your life. This is all time that you're not getting back. You don't want to get old and look back and regret spending half of your days on a screen watching useless shit. Watching other people live the life of your dreams, have the body of your dreams, your dream physique, and, I don't know, marry the girl of your dreams. You don't want to watch other people do that stuff. You want to do that stuff yourself. So it's time to take back control of your life and become the main character of your fucking life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.